أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده وبعد فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Here we are again on appointment with Tafsir of Quran online to the Muslim faithful worldwide. The coronavirus COVID-19 has obliged us to always deliver our Ramadan activities at home. I therefore extend to you all my good feelings and my prayer that may Almighty Allah lift the coronavirus from the world. May Almighty Allah relieve us from COVID-19.
Amen.
So that we will be able to go back to our activities within the premises of our masjid.
Amen, Ya Allah, inshallah.
We are starting from verse 106 of Surah Al-IMRAAN, Quran, chapter 3. Now,
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان المريض الرجيم. يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود وجوه فأما الذين اسودت وجوههم أكفرتم.
No, adjust the phone. Adjust it to that place.
فأما الذين اسودت وجوههم أكفرتم بعد إيمانكم فذوقوا العذاب بما كنتم تكفرون.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود وجوه فأما الذين اسودت وجوههم أكفرتم بعد إيمانكم فذوقوا العذاب بما كنتم تكفرون. A description of what shall occur on the judgment day, as from here in this mundane life people will construct their abode there. We are to remember that in the last preceding verses 103 up to 105, Almighty Allah described for us how the ideal Muslim community should be. as one entity, able to attain its desires of happiness, joy, goodness, and freedom from confusions in its faith. Now, the present verse 106 is adding more to the glory of the ideal Muslim community in their descriptions.
يوم تبيض وجوه.
Almighty Allah says here that on the resurrection day, some faces shall turn white. يوم تبيض وجوه. The day in that which some faces shall turn white. That is describing how good people are as opposed to bad people. يوم تبيض وجوه.
يوم تبيض وجوه.
The day that some faces shall turn white. وتسود وجوه. Contrary to that is that some other faces, in fact, the vast majority of faces on that day will turn black. White is representing light, while black is representing darkness. If that is the case, it is left for everyone who is lucky enough to be created here in the world to have a wise choice for himself. He should choose in between the two, right from this world. Because as you all know, COVID-19 has actually driven many people towards the recognition of Islamic value, to the extent that in some countries, when this scourge started, as Muslims were performing Jumat, we saw some other people take their mat, joined them to observe Jumat. But unfortunately for those ones, they faced different directions, not knowing that Muslims have a specific direction to face. And in other countries, we found that the governments of those countries asked Muslims to please pray that Almighty Allah should raise and lift and eliminate the coronavirus. And here in Nigeria, many people have been asking Muslims to offer prayer that Allah should shower His mercy upon the world. Some people have been saying that coronavirus is what Allah is going to use to destroy the whole world. But as for we Muslims, we know what Almighty Allah revealed to us in Quran and the way Prophet Muhammad
sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
And the way Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained the revelation felt said to him. While Almighty Allah spoke about so many things that will indicate the time of the last hour, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed us about so many signs of the total destruction of the hour. Some signs are remote, while some signs are close to that last hour. The signs that are very close are yet to occur, such as the emergence of Al-Mahdi, the coming out of Dajjal Antichrist, the emergence of Gog and Magog, and so on and so forth. All of these signs are yet to come. And that is why we Muslims relax. And we know that coronavirus, COVID-19, is just a fitna, a bala, a trial, a temptation Almighty Allah used to make each and every one of us abstain from infamous activities. But to my surprise, while there is total lockdown, you will still find that mortals sometimes find patronizers who patronize the harlots. Yeah. You see? People should try to repent, ask Allah's forgiveness. Harlots should be advised to go and look for a better job. They should not continue selling their bodies. But it is unfortunate that human beings do not always do what benefits them. يَوْمَ تَبْيَضُّ وُجُوهٌ وَتَسْوَدُّ وُجُوهٌ. The day that some faces shall turn white, while some other faces shall turn black. Those whose faces shall turn white are the people who will always kick against unacknowledged conduct, as I am doing now. We found it in the hadith of Abu Hurairah, which all of you know is very popular in al-Arba'in an-Nawawiyya, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said there, "Man ra'a minkum munkaran," any of you who observes an unacknowledged conduct, فَلْيُغَيِّرْهُ بِيَدِهِ, if he is in position of changing it by himself, he should use his own hands to exercise the changes. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِلِسَانِهِ, but in an instance where he is not in position of changing the abnormal conduct by himself, he should talk to those in the corridor of authorities to change it. And that is why we will call on the people in the corridor of authorities to themselves fear Allah in their conduct. You policemen, why are you using the vehicles put under your control to go and commit atrocities? Why? Why those vehicles are put under your authority so that you look after the welfare of people, you are to protect people. Why has the government put you on the road for the protection of people, and now what you do is to harass? That is abnormal. We call on you to please do your work. The Prophet says, فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِقَلْبِهِ. In an instance, if a person, in an instance where a person is not able to change the good thing that is prevailing, and is not even able to talk as we are talking, because you know, there are some imams who do not have the gut of advising our policemen. But we thank Allah, we are in position of advising them. We are in position of counseling them. The Prophet said, if he is not able to do either of the two above, at least he should hate what is happening in his own heart, which means that he should not join them. The common talk of people that if you can't beat them, join them. A good Muslim will never be like that, because ends do not justify the means according to the Sharia of Islam. You are not to join bad people in what they are doing if you are not able to beat them. You should rather continue to say the right thing and abide by the right thing. Because when people around you are doing the right, you and those people will later on pluck the fruit of that labor. But when all of us are redundant and reluctant and not having the gut of doing what is good and enjoying what is good, then the whole society will collapse, and we don't pray for that. The Prophet ﷺ said that the person who is not able to change things with his hand or even talk, that will only be doing that with his heart, وَذَلِكَ أَدْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ. See, that one is the weakest facet of faith is the weakest facet of faith. You see? When Al-Sunnah wal Jama'ah speaks about Al-Aqidah, which is the creed, and the Sharia, which is the Islamic law, the Ahlul Bid'ati wal Furqati will be sad, because when they talk, this Ahlul Bid'ati wal Furqa will be talking about philosophy, al-falsafa, and logics, mantiq. While our ancestors, our worthy scholars, in their own methodology, will only speak about what is good and about what can be substantiated in Quran and Sunnah. But as for Ahlul Bid'ati wal Furqa, they are being supported by the munafiqun, the hypocrites, because it is the rattle talk of Ahlul Bid'ah wal Furqa that also appeals to the hypocrites, who always display biased judgment, and so they become allies of the heretics against the Sunni people. The hypocrites only pose unbiased whenever there is a mundane gains they are expecting from the Sunni people. That is not how a good Muslim should be leading his life. Doing so will harm the perpetrators on the judgment day. يوم تبيض وجوه
يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود وجوه.
Because on that day, the faces of Ahlul Bid'ah wal Jama'ah will never look like the faces of Ahlul Sunnati. Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, while their own faces will turn white, the faces of Ahlul Bid'ati wal Furqati, as well as the faces of the Munafiqun, will turn black. Because here in the world, they have been perpetrating atrocities. They have been oppressing themselves. And az-zulmu zulumatun yawm al-qiyamah. Any oppression perpetrated here in the world will automatically turn into being darkness against the one who committed it. فأما الذين اسودت
فأما الذين اسودت وجوههم
فأما الذين اسودت وجوههم. This verse 106 is telling us that as for those whose faces shall turn black,
أكفرتم بعد إيمانكم.
It will be said to them, have you disbelieved even after you earlier accepted the truth? Why did you renege on the good faith after having understood what good faith stands for.
أكفرتم بعد إيمانكم.
Why did you turn into being disbelievers?
فذوقوا العذاب بما كنتم تكفرون.
فذوقوا العذاب. Now, just be tasting the penalty. You know, penalty is not a punishment, it's a punishment that is being done to an offender. You have offended your Lord. You have offended your Creator. You have breached the rules of law. So therefore today, فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ, taste the torment. It is the outcome of your behavior. بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. That penalty is the outcome of your behavior. بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. Because of you rejecting the faith. Because of you used to reject the faith. In their own commentary, the writers of Tafsir say about this verse 106, Yawm al-Qiyamati, on the resurrection day, Tebuyadu wujuh ahli sa'ada, the faces of the happy people, people who have done well in the world, their faces will become white, that is bright with light. Alladhina amanu billahi wa rasulihi, those are the people who believed in Allah and His Messenger when they were in the world. In their mundane life, their worldly livelihood, they believed in what Allah said and in the way the Messenger of Allah explained it. They did not take to their own vain desires, but they abided by the tenets of Islam. وَامْتَثَلُوا أَمْرَهُ, they complied with the command of Allah. For that reason, on the resurrection day, their faces will be bright. They will be happy. They will be happy because they will be gaining the fruit of their labors. So they will be very, very happy. Because it is like a person, for example, here in the world, who embarks on certain trade. He suffered, but he exercised patience. When the trade started yielding fruit for being lucrative, he will be happy. That is the simple example of the good people of this world. Here in the world, they suffer, but on the resurrection day, they will be happy. They will be happy. But contrary to their own condition on that day, what is what do you ahadu shaqawati? The faces of the wicked ones, the people who have been wicked, wretched in their worldly life, will turn black, dark. Mimman kadzabu rasulahu, and those are the people who belied Allah's messenger. You know, when Almighty Allah sent Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the people of Makkah, the idol worshippers said, "In hiya illa asatirul awwalin." You are just telling us tales of the old ones. We used to hear this before you. It's not new. What you are saying is not new. We have been hearing this. We are used to it. The unbelievers at the era of each prophet and messenger sent by Allah used to make jest out of the messengers. And you know how joke works on a person. That was the reason why Prophet Nuh alayhi salatu was salam, when his own people were jesting, he said, "In tasharu minna fa inna nasharu minkum kama tasharu." You may be laughing at us today, but tomorrow we will laugh at you. And that one materialized when Almighty Allah made those people drown in the flood. And Prophet Noah and those who believed in him were saved in the ark. The same thing occurred to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who happened to be the last prophet and the final messenger. The people of Makkah were persecuting him, but he persevered with patience. They looked at themselves as being powerful. But with the migration to Medina, the Prophet ﷺ became so powerful that whenever they went to wage war against him, he won. He used to win the battle with them. And so with that, the Prophet ﷺ was victorious. And even Makkah, that those idol worshippers were controlling, got out of their own hands to the control of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is it. No condition is permanent, as you say. It is only the condition of abiding by the rule of Allah that is sustainable, that can remain. The faces of the wicked ones will turn into being black and dark because they regarded Allah's messenger a liar. وَعَصَوْا أَمْرَهُ. They disobeyed his command. He asked them to abstain from worshipping idols, but they disobeyed the way all idol worshippers before them disobeyed their apostles. Jesus Christ inclusive, because Jesus Christ, alayhi salatu wassalam, when he was sent to the lost tribes of Israel, what is the number of those lost tribes? What is their number? They were 12 in number. 12 tribes. Tribes made up of the children of Prophet Yaqub, alayhi salatu wassalam. So, when he was sent to them, when Prophet Isa was sent to the lost tribes of Israel, they belied him. They said that you are not the Messiah we are expecting, because the Jews made them say that rattle talk. They said you are not the Messiah we were expecting. So they belied him. And instead of them complying with what Prophet Isa, Jesus, was telling them, alayhi salatu wassalam, they were plotting against him because of what the Jews were doing. They joined hands with the Jews to crucify him. Prophet Isa, Jesus, now caused them. He caused them. لعن الذين كفروا على لسان داود وعيسى بن مريم. The way Prophet David caused them, Isa alayhi salam also caused them. And that was why Almighty Allah now enabled outsiders to overpower them. Nebuchadnezzar invaded Palestine, especially Jerusalem, took many of them as prisoners of war to his home base in Assyria. His base used to be Babylon. That was where his seat of power was. He took many of them as prisoners of war there. Those who were able to escape ran to different directions. That was how some of them went to Medina to reside there with the Arabs, expecting the appearance of the last prophet they read in the Torah. They were thinking that that prophet would have Jewish blood in his lineage. But Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam emerged a pure Arab, and for that he rejected him. See, their own religion is ethnic, tribalistic. Because Muhammad had no Jewish blood in his lineage, they rejected him. And they know that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who happened to be the only prophet raised from the progeny of Prophet Ismail, happened to be their own cousin. Because Ismail is the eldest son of Ibrahim alayhi salam, while the junior one is who? Is Ishaq. So both the Israelites and the Arabs are cousins. They were not supposed to be fighting one another. But unfortunately, those people rejected the message of Isa until when Almighty Allah rescued him from their conspiracy. They now turned his mission upside down. Someone who preached Unitarianism, monotheism, oneness of God, they now turned his religion into Trinity. As you know, Trinity is what prevails in the church today. Yes. Except that the Bible of Barnabas did not agree to Trinity, and that is why if you go to any church here in BYAZHIN, in Buhari Area Council, in Kubwa, in FCT Abuja, in Nigeria, in the world, elsewhere, you find that they don't like to use the Bible of Barnabas, because that Bible is against the creed of Trinity. That is it. So, we are saying all of this to let you people who are opposed to Islam realize your mistakes. Muslims are following the religion approved by Allah. Muslims are not the makers of Islam. Rather, they are followers of Islam, the religion approved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The writers of Tafsir al-Muyassar now said, فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ سْوَدَّتْ وُجُوهُهُمْ, as to those whose faces will turn black, who will find themselves in darkness on that day, فَيُقَالُ لَهُمْ تَوْبِيخًا, they will be told as they will be blamed and rebuked. أَكَفَرْتُمْ بَعْدَ إِيمَانِكُمْ, why have you turned ingrate to Allah even after you had been thankful to Him? Why did you turn disbelievers after that you earlier believed in the message brought by the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And in fact, those who are the ringleaders of these are the hypocrites. Hypocrites. They will show themselves off as if they are staunch believers, while in their inner selves they do not believe in what they profess, in what they pronounce, in what they say with their tongues. When they speak, their speech is very sweet. You will like to listen to them. You will like to listen to them. Allah will be rebuking them. He will be telling them, فَاخْتَرْتُمُ الْكُفْرَ عَلَى الْإِيمَانِ, why did you prefer infidelity to fidelity? Why did you prefer unfaithfulness to faithfulness? Why did you prefer unbelief to belief? فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِسَبَبِ كُفْرِكُمْ, therefore you will be tasting the penalty of your bad behavior, because you have rejected the way of life Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preferred for you, and you preferred otherwise. Now, let us go to verse 107.
وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ ابْيَضَّتْ وُجُوهُهُمْ فَفِي رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وأما الذين ابيضت وجوههم ففي رحمة الله هم فيها خالدون. Almighty Allah is telling us here that
وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ ابْيَضَّتْ وُجُوهُهُمْ,
as for those people whose faces will be white on the resurrection day,
فَفِي رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ,
they will be destined to be under the mercy of Allah. They will be in the mercy of Allah. Allah will be kind to them as He promised. وَكَانَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَحِيمًا, that He, the Almighty, will only be merciful to the faithful, because they were merciful to themselves in the world. On that day, Allah will also be merciful to them. In the world, Allah is merciful to all and sundry, believers and unbelievers. But on the resurrection day, He will only shower His mercies to the believers, those who followed his directives.
هم فيها خالدون.
They will be eternally abiding in the mercy of Allah on that day. The writers of Tafsir al-Yassar now have this to tell us about verse 107 from Surah Al-IMRAAN, Quran chapter 3. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ بِيَضَّتْ وُجُوهُهُمْ. As for the people whose faces shall be bright, بِنَضْرَةِ النَّعِيمِ, with the freshness of the bliss and enjoyment that they will be having on the resurrection day, وَمَا بُشِّرُوا بِهِ مِنَ الْخَيْرِ, and because of the good tidings that they were given in the world about goodness of that day, فَهُمْ فِي جَنَّةِ اللَّهِ, they will be destined to get admission to the garden Allah provided for them, وَنَعِيمِهَا, so that they can enjoy its bliss. وَهُمْ بَاقُونَ فِيهَا, they will remain there. They will remain there in the Jannah. لَا يَخَرُجُونَ مِنْهَا أَبَدًا, they will never exit from that joy. Even here in the world, who else will like to get out of enjoyment? It is when a person is having sadness, punishment, penalty, that he would like to get rid of that punishment. As the people of the world are wailing, crying unto Allah that he should relieve them of coronavirus. Or is there anyone who will like COVID-19 to remain? I don't think so. Is there anyone who will like it to remain? Nobody. Nobody. Because this lockdown, the more it intensified, the more the sufferings of people intensified. So nobody would like to remain in this suffering. And as you have been told on several occasions, on the resurrection day, some people who will be initially adjudged to go hell because of La ilaha illallah, which they used to profess here in the world, they will be taken out to go and join the people of Al-Jannah. While the people of Al-Jannah will be abiding there forever. Nothing will take them out. Nobody will be admitted in error to Al-Jannah. Are you getting me right? It's not as when you are put in charge of palliatives for people who stay back home because of the lockdown during COVID-19, and then you give the palliatives to those who don't deserve it. You are cheating, oppressing. It's not like that, because you give that one in error. Entrance into Al-Jannah will not occur in error. And as you know, there were some people who were giving palliatives, and then those palliatives were withdrawn from them when it was discovered that they were not deserving such thing. Al-Jannah is not like that. Nobody will ever be admitted in error into it, because because admission into Al-Jannah will be based on the performance of the people. Let us go to verse 108.
تلك آيات الله نتلوها عليك بالحق وما الله يريد ظلما للعالمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. تلك آيات الله نتلوها عليك بالحق وما الله يريد ظلما للعالمين. تلك آيات الله.
تلك آيات الله.
Those verses we rehearsed.
نتلوها عليك.
We rehearse them unto you. We recite them unto you. We read them to you. Those verses are revelations vouchsafed to you, Apostle, Prophet Muhammad, the leader of the messengers. But in what manner? In what manner was it rehearsed and revealed? Bil haqqi. In truth. In truth, not in error. In truth, everything contained in the Quranic verses is the true talk. And that is why the verses of Quran do not contradict each other. Unlike people on the borderline who are having 73 versions of their own book. Al-Quran Karim is one version. One version. So far it is one version. Contradictory can never find its way into it. وَمَا
اللَّهُ يُرِيدُ ظُلْمًا لِلْعَالَمِينَ.
Whenever we talk and we mention the people on the borderline, people are thinking that we are displaying by God. We are not by God. No, we are just telling the truth. We are saying things as they are. We are saying things as they are. Allah says here,
وَمَا اللَّهُ يُرِيدُ ظُلْمًا لِلْعَالَمِينَ.
never shall Allah intend injustice to the worlds. Allah does not do injustice to the universe. He is the creator of all, and that is why the people who wrote at Tafsir have this to say about verse 108. Hadi ayatullah. These are the verses revealed by Allah. Wa barahinuhu sati'a. They are the bright, open proofs. Natluha, we recite them. Wa naqussuha, and we give stories about them. Alayka ayyuhar rasul, for you, O messenger, O apostle, that is Prophet Muhammad, the recipient of Quran. Bisidiki, in a transparent manner. In a transparent manner. Nothing is to be hidden by Muslims. Muslims have nothing to hide. Everything is clear. Come to our masjid, you find that all what we say there is La ilaha illallah. And when we say it, we have rest of mind. You cannot argue with us that Allah alone should be worshipped. But when you say that in this, in that, in the name of this, in the name of that, how can? And you will try to convince us that 3 is one, and that one is divided into three, but it remains one, you will never be able to convince us. Because even you yourselves, among yourselves, because you are in denominations, you argue with one another. So if you argue among yourselves, how can I, a Muslim, agree with you on it? That is it. As simple as ABC. Allah is saying that we are reciting Quran unto you, Apostle Muhammad, in a transparent manner. وَالْيَقِينَ, and in certainty. Everything is certain. Whatever Allah revealed in Quran is certain. And that is why that when that French author, Maurice Bucaille, wrote his book, The Bible, the Quran, and Science, he so clearly stated that while there are many contradictions in the Bible, he did not find any contradiction in between one verse of Quran and another. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. That is a testimony from a non-Muslim. And you know, an American writer, Michael Hart, who wrote the 100 most influential people of the world. When he wrote that book, he put Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be at the top as number one. That is it. Because what Muhammad brought is the truth. That other writer also, a non-Muslim. See, as American Christians called his attention to the gravity of what he has said. And he argued, he said, no, I studied all great personalities of the world, and I found Muhammad to be the greatest of them. See? That is a testimonial from a non-Muslim. وَمَا اللَّهُ بِظَالِمٍ أَحَدًا مِنْ خَلْقِهِ. Allah will not be cheating, oppressing, and melting injustice on any of his creations. وَلَا بِمُنَقِّسٍ شَيْئًا مِنْ أَعْمَالِهِمْ. Nor will he ever reduce any of their good things or bad things. Everything human beings are doing here in the world are being recorded. And on that day, everybody will have the record, the balance of his work, of his own works. And we will be told, Iqra'a kitabaka kafa binafsika al-yawma alayka hasiba. Read your book by yourself. That is enough. That will suffice as accounting. That is how things will be on the resurrection day. The person who will receive his balance sheet with his right hand will be happy. He will be like a school child, a pupil, a student who enters into examination and passed. When the result sheet, when his card will be given, on his way back home, he will be happy to reveal the result to everybody he meets along the road. But as for the other student who failed in the examination, When he will receive the result sheet, he will put it, he will hide it in his plot. Along the way, anybody that meets him and say, oh, lucky one, oh, you have received your result. That student will frown his eyes. When that person will say, what is the matter? Well, didn't they give you the result? You will not be able to talk well. Because he is not happy. That is the simple example of a person who has not performed well here in the world. When comes the resurrection day, he will not be happy. May Allah make us happy on that day. لِأَنَّهُ الْحَاكِمُ. Why is Almighty Allah making everything in a transparent way? On that day, it is because He is Al-Hakim Al-Adl, a just leader, a just ruler. He's not a despot who will be cheating people. Alladhi la yajur. Almighty Allah does not oppress any of His creations. We pray that on that day, may Allah let each and every one of us, Muslims, and those who are going to join us in the fold of Islam, have a clean balance of the records of our works. Amin, summa amin, summa amin. Allahumma rabbana ya hayyu ya qayyum, birahmatika nastaghith, aslih lana sha'anana kullahu, wa la takilna ila anfusina tarfata ayn, ya aziz ya ghaffar, ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma rabbana inna na'udhu bika min al-baras wal-junun wal-judhami wa min sayyi'il asqam. Allahumma rabbana ikshif 'anna al-'adhaba inna mu'minun. Rabbana ikshif 'anna al-'adhaba inna mu'minun. Allahumma rabbana alayka tawakkalna wa ilayka anabna wa ilayka al-masir. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وسبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.